Hello everyone, welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving. How are you doing today? In today's video, I will be teaching us how I made my Thanksgiving turkey. Oh yeah, this your meat turkey is very delicious. I'll be showing you the recipe that I used to make this Thanksgiving turkey. It was super yummy, delicious, tasty, and very juicy. All right, sit back, relax. Let's learn what I used to make this juicy, tasty turkey. All right, this is still the turkey after the dressing was done. Welcome back, yay! So in today's video again, I have my turkey and I'll be making Thanksgiving turkey. I use all these ingredients to make this turkey. And here I have the margarine, the butter. I have the dry pepper. I have the salt. I also have the vegetable oil. Yeah, I use that. I have the chopped mint onion. I have the chicken seasoning. I also have the chive. I have the thyme. I have the rosemary. I have the bay leaf. I have all the spicy that I use to blend and make this yummy, tasty turkey. Yeah. So I have the ginger. I'll be blending that. I have the strawberries, yeah. I have the celery. I have the spring onions. I have the red bell pepper, yeah. I have the oranges, yeah. I have the apple, yes. And also, I have other ingredients and other measuring cup that I'll be using. And this Thanksgiving turkey, I name it healthy, fruity Thanksgiving turkey. Let's dive in. And that's the pan I'll be using. The first thing you want to do is to wash your hands. So I use soap, wash my hand very well. And now let's get to work. Yeah. So the first thing I did was to take the red bell pepper. I'll be making the strawberry bell pepper marinade that I'm using on this turkey to make it so juicy. So I put the strawberry, I put the red bell pepper. You want to drain out all the water in the bell pepper. And I added vegetable oil. Before that, I added the chopped minced dry onions. That's what I have in there. I added that. Then I added the seasoning, yes, because I will be using this to marinate the turkey. I added a seasoning a little bit. Quantity of this depend on what you're making, so I can teach you this. I added salt, yeah, to taste. That's good. Then I will be adding the vegetable, or I added the dry pepper, yes, to make it spicy a little bit. Oh yeah. So the next thing I added was the vegetable oil. I have vegetable oil in that container, and I added half cup of vegetable oil into that to blend this marinade, which I call strawberry bell pepper marinade. Oh yeah. So I blended this very well. I need it to be very smooth because I will be injecting this into the turkey. Yeah. So I got a container for the strawberry bell pepper marinade, and I got my syringe and I pour this into. Don't mind this; it's actually very messy somehow, boys. Okay, I injected this into the turkey first because you want your turkey to be sweet and tasty and juicy at the same time. So this is what I was doing here, trying to inject this berry bell pepper marinade into the turkey. Yes, I turn it around, injected this around into the turkey. So I took my orange, yes, this Thanksgiving turkey, I call it fruity, juicy Thanksgiving turkey. So I squeezed out the orange and I need the juice in the orange. And I will be injecting this into the turkey. Yes, you heard me right. I injected the orange juice into the turkey. Yeah. So I added this into the syringe. I injected that into the turkey. Yeah. This is going to give it that tasty, fruity juice turkey. Yeah. So after that is done, I I added butter. That's butter on the surface and skin of the turkey. This is to prevent the turkey from burning when it's in the oven. So I added the butter. I added some directly into the flesh, the skin of the turkey. So what this is going to do is, as your turkey is baking, the butter will be melting. We keep the turkey moist. It won't get burnt because you've added that. So the next thing I did was to add some of the minced onion, the chicken seasoning. I added that into the butter. I mixed that together, and I'll be putting that inside the turkey as form of marinade again, so that this can get into the turkey to give it that juicy, lovely, yummy taste. So that was what I was doing there. Yeah. Remember, we've already added the orange juice injected into the turkey. We've injected the berry bell pepper marinade into the turkey. So the next thing I did now is to cut the ginger. I use a lot of ginger, and this turkey is healthy Thanksgiving turkey. You know, everything that comes out of Cecelia World is about healthy diet, healthy lifestyle. So if you're still there, you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because you're missing out a lot. So I diced out all the ginger. I portioned this into two. So one is going to go into the blender. The other one, I will be using it as topping into the turkey. So now I have the spring onions, which I'm cutting. I have the spring onions all cut and ready. Yes, I portioned that into two parts. One that I will use to stock the inside of the turkey, the other one to blend. So this is done. I put that in the blender. I have ginger, I have spring onions. And the next thing I will do is to cut the pineapple. Oh, sorry, to cut the apple. So now I'm cutting the apple, and this also one will go inside a blender to blend to make the marinade. The other one I'll be using as stuffing for the turkey to put inside the turkey. I did the same thing for the orange juice. Yes, all the oranges will go inside the turkey. That's what I'm doing. And now I took all my herbs. I have the thyme. I'm doing the thyme now. This is fresh thyme. I have the chive. I have the rosemary. I have the bay leaves. That's bay leaf, fresh bay leaves. All these herbs are fresh. That's chive. I'm adding everything into two parts. One that will be blended, the other one that will go inside the turkey to give it that flavor that you want. So that's rosemary that I am adding. So I added the fresh herbs into the blender and also into part of the stuffing, the one that I'll be using for the stuffing. So now I added chicken bouillon for seasoning. I added salt, and the quantity of this depends on the quantity of what you're making. I added a minced chopped dry onion, and now I will be blending with vegetable oil. So that's vegetable oil I'm adding. So I added the berries, real bell pepper that I have before to blend this. So that's what I'm using to blend. So I blended this solution, and this actually tastes very yummy after the I finished blending it. So this is done. Yeah. So I'll be putting this inside a turkey, and also I'll be rubbing some of it around the turkey. So I'm trying to put everything inside so that everything can go in. So I added the remaining part into the portion of the cut fruits and vegetables that will be going as the stuffing. So now I'm stuffing everything inside the turkey, and I rub the turkey again with some of the marinade, and I spray the pan. So the next thing I did was to put the celery as base inside the pan. I spray the turkey again with vegetable oil. So now I took my berry real bell pepper marinade. Remember that first marinade I made? I use this, I rub it on the chicken. This is gonna give it that flavor, juicy flavor, like a pinkish barbecue flavor. But this is more than barbecue, it's healthy. What I have in that bowl is strawberries blended with real bell pepper with some seasoning. So I put this turkey in the pan, and hey, that is ready. I cover with with foil paper, and this is ready to go inside the oven. By the way, I already preheat my oven at 350 degrees C, and the oven is already very hot. So I put the turkey in there, and I will be broiling this for 2 hours at 450 degrees C. All right, let's see what happens. See you later. Now this is almost 2.5 hours. The turkey is done. I got my meatings, and now let's see the turkey. So I'll be unveiling the turkey now. Yeah, this is yummy, so juicy. This is good. This is done. Super done. Can you see? Can you feel that? All right, let's go dress this up. So to dress the turkey up, I use the remaining rosemary, I use the remaining thyme, and I use some oranges and apple. And I'm cutting the oranges now that I'll be using to dress the turkey up. Now I have the apple, cutting the apples. Yeah. So this is done and ready. Good. So now I have all the apples and the oranges ready. So I just dress this up um on the surface that I'll be using to put the turkey. And now I have everything. Remove the thermometer from the turkey, and you want to carefully take your turkey. I put that on the tray, and now I am dressing it up with the rosemary herbs and with the thyme herbs. And this is almost done. Yeah. Yeah, so the Thanksgiving juicy turkey is ready. If you like this, let me know what you think. Until next time, when I come your way, it's to your girl, and this is the turkey. Happy Thanksgiving! I love you all. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share with your loved ones. Let me know if you like this recipe. I love you all. Bye for now. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.